Today I'm planning to answer a really important question that nobody ever asked. I want to adapt my Helios lens to my Sony camera, but I want to know if there's a difference between using an off-the-shelf adapter, a 3D printed one, or even mixed together two adapters. This is an m42 to Canon EF, and this is my Canon EF to Sony E adapter, and I can stack them together and get an adapter combo. And when I say test, I actually mean four different things, with the first one being ergonomics, because the combo adapter makes the entire rig feel really heavy, while with the 3D printed adapter, the combo seems much lighter, but the lens is not that securely attached to the camera and it has a bit of play, and I would also be afraid to mount a very heavy lens with just a bit of plastic on my camera. And the actual m42 to Sony adapter wins the ergonomics category because it has three little screws on the side that allow me to rotate the lens after I mounted it to the adapter, so I can actually see the focus and aperture scale. Next up, I did a flare test, and while the results look pretty similar, the 3D printed adapter came up on top, and I'm not really surprised because the interior on this one is pretty jagged because I printed it with fuzzy skin, while the interior of my metal adapter is made out of metal, which is even shiny on some of its parts. So in the flaring test, the 3D printed one wins by a landslide, but this doesn't mean much if I cannot focus reliable and get quality images out of the lens. And to test that, I tried taking some close-up self-portraits just to see if I can attain critical focus in a controlled studio environment. And after stepping them down to prevent flaring, I have to say that the image quality was the same with all three of the adapters. And finally, I measured all of them with a digital caliper, because at a theoretical level, from the m42 mount to the mount of the Sony E lens, there should be 27.4mm. And I have to say that all of them were within margin of error, except for the metal one, which was just a bit thinner, and this means that the lens will probably now focus past infinity and the minimum focus distance is going to be affected. So overall, I don't think the adapters matter that much, although I have some concerns about the plastic one not being able to hold that much weight, and this one not being able to maintain a perfectly straight plane, and though creating a tilt shift effect. But overall, for cinematic looking portrait, I think all of them are gonna be just fine.